All right, we're gonna see. It says I don't have good connection, so I don't know like why things would be dropping right now. Um, I don't know. Just says video output low. You say it's, yeah, you say it's lagging. See, I don't know why it's doing that. It says I have good connection, but then on the YouTube end of things, it just doesn't seem to want to go through. So I don't know what exactly I can do to change that. So I'll message in chat. I don't know why things are bad on the YouTube side of things, but things seem fine on my end for internet. So I don't know. It just keeps dropping. I figured this would happen, which is why I haven't done a live stream in forever, and I don't know what to do to fix that. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. You say it's not bad anymore? It says it's pretty bad on my end, anyways. It says it's bad. See, the YouTube end, like I said, the YouTube end shows that it can't pick up my stream, but my internet says it's connected just fine. So I don't know what the deal would be. I don't know. Say, here's a stupid question. Rick Grimes versus Godzilla. Yeah, I think it's obvious who would win. So I may not stream today just because of how bad it is. So I don't know. I just figured I'd try it just to see. Say there isn't a delay. Or you say there is a delay. But there isn't always a delay. I don't know. Yeah, this has caused my net neutrality for sure. You say quality's bad and there's a little lag, but it's not jumping too bad. I'm not sure. I really don't know. You say, can you stream more often? See, I'd love to stream more often, but the problem is I always have internet problems. Thank you so much, the Chef 11, for the super chat donation. I really, really appreciate it. D-Man, do you think Godzilla can beat Thor's hammer, or can lift Thor's hammer? A good question. Probably not. He's not worthy. So that thing's got magic with it. That's the problem. That's not an issue of how strong the character is. Depending on the continuity, however. I mean, the MCU, anyways, it's not about how strong you are. It's about if you're pure of heart or whatever the deal was. I hope this is good. You say quality is awful for you. I really apologize about that. I don't know. There's nothing I can think to do that would help that. I can try and go fiddle with the antenna on my computer, because my computer does have an antenna for internet. I don't have one of the hook-ins that they use for I don't even know, it's for a USB port. I don't have that, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much, Godzilla154, for the $5 super chat. He says, here's a little something to get you a new computer, lol. Yeah, for sure. So for those of you guys who don't know, I do plan on building a new computer so that I don't have to worry about stupid stuff like this always happening, where the internet is horrible. And I know the internet's a different thing for my computer, but my computer's pretty slow as well. So It's one of those. It really just says it's not connected well, and I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do about that. Say, what is this? It's just a live stream. If you can hear me, I don't know if you can, but it's just a live stream. D-Man 9054, do you think that Shin Godzilla could beat any other Godzilla, including Godzilla Earth, but Shin has his evolution power? So yes, if Shin Godzilla has his evolution power, he would definitely be able to beat anybody. I mean, he'll evolve to not die in any situation. So if he can evolve to just not die, if he can evolve to kill whoever he comes across and not die or whatever, then yeah, he's unstoppable. So it's just one of those. Apparently there was rumors that, my bad, sorry about that, that was my bad, I should have muted my phone, but there was rumors that Shin Godzilla's next evolutions would have eventually led to him essentially becoming God and having endless control over everything. So they never went that route, obviously, and clearly they're probably not going to make a Shin Godzilla 2, so we'll never get to see that followed through with. But it's a cool thing to think about, at the very least, that Shin Godzilla would eventually become God and contain. Some people have said the art of Shin Godzilla confirms that Godzilla would eventually contain his own universe inside of his body, so that's insane. Probably a good thing we're not going that route, though. Question: what do you think is the greatest and worst Godzilla designs amongst the franchise? The worst design is probably the one from Sea Monster. I hate that design. The greatest design, that's a tricky question. I think the 64 design is fantastic. I think the 89 design is fantastic. I've really grown to love Shin Godzilla. If I had to choose one, I'd probably pick 89. What would you like to see? Would you like to see a Godzilla game like Mortal Kombat? Yeah, so I talked about that a bit in the past in previous Q&As. I would enjoy seeing a Godzilla Mortal Kombat styled game. I think that'd be very cool, and you could do a lot with it. If you had challenge towers and everything, that would have probably saved the PS4 game from dying like it did. Who do you want to see in Legendary Pictures Monsterverse the most? I don't want to see anybody in Legendary Pictures Monsterverse. I know this is something that a lot of people disagree with, but I personally think that the Toho Monsters Legendary owns now, that's all that they should have. I don't want them to have too much. In an ideal world, they would go on to make more movies after Godzilla vs. Kong, including, you could have Anguirus in there. He would fit in just fine in the Monsterverse. You could have, I don't know, some other monsters. Kamacuras and Kumonga would go great on Skull Island, but ultimately, when a lot of people want Mechagodzilla to show up within the next 2 movies, or they want Anguirus to show up, or whoever, it's just going to get crowded. Just leave it how it is. We already got 4 monsters showing up in Godzilla King of the Monsters. That's enough for everything now. And down the line in the future, we have Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't want any other monsters in Godzilla vs. Kong. Luckily, when there were rumors that other monsters would appear in that movie, I believe Michael Dougherty confirmed, or not Michael Dougherty, sorry. I believe whoever it was who's directed, Adam Weingard, geez, I couldn't remember his name. I believe Adam Weingard said that he confirmed that there will not be any more monsters in the Monsterverse. Can you guys, I really don't know. Can you guys hear me, understand me very well? I have no idea how things sound or look on your end. I just know that on my end, it shows that I have not had a stable connection to YouTube for a little bit. Can Godzilla beat the Hulk? I think Godzilla could beat the Incredible Hulk. I know Hulk has an endless amount of rage that he can wind up becoming stronger and stronger from, but depending on the Godzilla, he could just suck the radiation right out of the Hulk, and then the Hulk has no powers, right? So if Godzilla just sucks the radiation right on out of him, how's the Hulk supposed to fight him? How's your snake doing? My snake's doing fine. He's doing just well. Godzilla 2004 versus Godzilla from Rulers of Earth. That's a good question. Godzilla from Rulers of Earth it was pretty invincible. I mean, he did get knocked out a couple times, but he was a very strong fighter. I'd probably have to revisit Rulers of Earth. At the time, I'm just going to say Rulers of Earth would win because IDW's Godzillas seem to always be stronger than their movie counterparts. However, I could be wrong about that, so I may just have to revisit Rulers of Earth if I were ever to do a versus video about that. Awesome. Thank you for the $3 super chat, the Chef 11. It's sorry, the Chief 11. A lot of you guys are deleting comments and stuff. It's actually a $4 super chat. I'm dyslexic in the fact that I can't even read a name, and I'm dyslexic in the fact that I can't even read numbers. So, my bad. Hello everybody who's joining. Can you guys tell me how things are on your end? What animation studio do you want to do a Godzilla series? I'm not sure. It really doesn't matter to me. I don't know animation studios very well, so I'm not great to ask about that. But I would like to see a Godzilla animation, an anime or a cartoon from America. I'm open to that. I think that the 98 cartoon was awesome, but we all saw how horrible the original Hanna-Barbera Godzilla cartoon was, so it's a mix-up. You could get good or you could get bad. I think Monster Planet is a good example of how Godzilla anime could fail, despite, I think, having a good plot. So I'm not sure if Japan will ever do a Godzilla anime, but it could go either way. We could wind up seeing a Godzilla anime in the future from them. I can already see the next Godzilla game, Godzilla Battle Royale. I think that's a thing, right? Godzilla Battle Royale, that might be just someone's fan film that they made, but there is a Godzilla Battle Royale in existence. I'm not sure if it's a game, though. What's your favorite Godzilla movie? My personal favorite Godzilla movie is King Kong vs. Godzilla from 1962. I don't think it's the best or most well-made Godzilla movie, but I do find it to be the most fun. It's the one that I grew up with, so I have a love for that movie that a lot of people don't. If I was to have to pick the best, most well-made movie, it'd be the 54 Godzilla movie for sure. The question, Derek, how would you feel if The Walking Dead became a kids show and aired on Disney Channel? Well, that would just be horrible now, wouldn't it? That'd just be the worst. Yo, D-Man, I'm working on a Godzilla story called G Academy, which is like RWBY. I don't know what that is, but it's G-Force. Sorry, comments scrolled past me before I could read it. But if G-Force has a school to train people to fight kaiju. That's interesting. Good luck with your story. Where are you going to air it, on DeviantArt or something like that? Can King Ghidorah beat Thanos? No. King Ghidorah can't beat Thanos. He can't beat Thanos. Well, I mean, if Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet, that is. If Thanos doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet, then yeah, of course a kaiju could beat him. What is the worst kaiju Godzilla has ever fought? I personally hate Titanosaurus. I know a lot of people love him, but I hate his annoying cackle, and I'm just not a fan of him. Megalon's also pretty lame. I don't have any feelings on Megalon. If I was gonna go like absolute most lamest in terms of generic, I guess it's Kamacuras. Doesn't have anything going for him. Barocockic says, well, The Walking Dead is horrible now anyways, so I disagree with that. I still think The Walking Dead is great. Well, not great. It's definitely not what it used to be, but I think it's watchable. If they kill Rick off in season 9, I'm certainly probably going to quit the show, because that's just horrible. D-Man, what do you think of The Last Jedi and Star Wars fan base? It seems like a real mess over there. It's a good thing I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I don't know. it's a mess. I don't really know what else to say about it other than that. You hit lag point again? I'm sorry about that. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do about that. What do you think of Godzilla web series, The Godzilla Bros Redux? Sounds like a Godzilla gang sort of thing. Not interested in it. Do you think The Walking Dead would be cool if Godzilla was in The Walking Dead? No, I don't think it would be cool if Godzilla was in The Walking Dead. I think that would ruin the show. That'd be really, in my opinion, really stupid. No offense, sorry. What SH Monsters figures do you want them to announce? I would like a Showa Godzilla. I'd like a, the main design in the Showa era, the one from Destroy All Monsters. I'd like one of those. I'd like a Final Wars. There's a lot of Godzillas that I would like for SH Monsters to announce. I think there's a lot of good things that you could do with SHMA. Personally, I want a King Kong from SHMA. They did one way back in the day from 2005 Kong, but I would like a Kong Skull Island. A Muto would also be great, but it just doesn't seem like we're going to be getting any of those anytime soon, which is a shame. Which movie do you think is the worst movie from each era? Oh, that's a good question. So what Godzilla movie is the worst from each era? For Showa era, personally, I hate Sea Monster. I think that movie's a mess. Ghidorah might be my absolute least favorite from that era because I think that movie's borderline unwatchable. It makes no sense. So I hate Ghidorah. I also hate Sea Monster. One of those two would have to be the worst from the Showa era. Heisei era, though, it's probably... Oh, that's tough. It's either between Mechagodzilla 2, which is a movie that I think suffers from having way too much Godzilla, and I also think that that Godzilla vs. Mothra is kind of a mess in the Heisei era. Millennium, Megaguirus is horrible. That's the only one that's bad in the Millennium era. And the new ones, I mean, you only have 3 to pick from, but I guess Monster Planet would be the worst out of the new 3. Burning Godzilla vs. Godzilla Earth, who would win? Probably Godzilla Earth, just because he has so much size on Burning Godzilla that I don't really think Burning Godzilla can do anything to Godzilla Earth. Plus, Godzilla Earth has like insane regeneration, so he's pretty untouchable. I feel like if Toho made a Godzilla show, they would do it very well. Look at how they made My Hero Academia. I don't know what that is. I don't know if Toho made an animation if it would be good, but it might be cool. Are you going to watch Wrath of the Hybrid from GojiFan93? So yeah, I am going to watch Wrath of the Hybrid. I actually received an early copy of the movie. I've only seen the beginning of it because I just haven't had too much time recently. But I think, so far, I think it's awesome. I would enjoy to see the rest of it. I just need to find the time. Probably tonight I will go watch the rest of it once I'm done doing 4th of July stuff. What figures do you want Neca to reveal? Honestly, Neca, I'm not big on Neca collecting, but it'd be cool if they would announce a Godzilla Earth. I think that'd be pretty awesome. What if they incorporate Akira Ifukube's Godzilla main theme in the Legendary films? Well, you guys have heard my custom themes, or at least a couple of you guys have. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. I would love it if they introduced those custom themes to... if they introduced my custom themes to the Monsterverse, that'd be amazing. But if they introduced Ifukube's music, that'd be pretty cool too. Hey bud, just stopping in to wish you a happy 4th of July before I take off for a fireworks show. Thank you so much, Jonas Firewalker. I appreciate it. It's been a while. We need to work together again. Hey D-Man, what do you what would you do to Monster Planet to make it better? All right. I would have not skimmed over the beginning in a montage. I would have focused on that. That would have been the movie. It would have been Godzilla Monster Apocalypse. That would have been my Godzilla Monster Planet. So I don't know why they went with the Godzilla Monster Planet story to start off the series in the first place, but it certainly didn't work out well for them because a lot of people hate it. Why don't you like Discord? Bad experience in the past? Yeah, every time I use Discord, no one can hear my voice. It's just, I don't know why it's an issue, but I've tried different microphones, I've tried it on different settings, I've done everything people have told me to, and just no one can ever hear my voice on Discord, so I stopped using it, and I don't really want to, go back and try and find my account password or whatever just to make a Discord thing that people could chat on. I don't even know what to do on a Discord chat. What do people want from it? I don't know why it's been such a popular thing. I've been asking if you can review my upcoming Godzilla fan films called Godzilla Rage Chronicles. Probably not. There's just, if I stop to review everyone's fan film who wants a fan film, I'm never going to be able to have any time in my life just because there's so many of them that people want me to see. So I'm sorry about that. If you were a Jaeger from Pacific Rim and you could pick a Godzilla to fight, which one would you pick? Geez, if I was a Jaeger, you're kind of outmatched by Godzilla already. Early Showa, he got his butt kicked by the Mothra babies, so early Showa is a safe bet, I'd say. Because once you get into like the Millennium era, they're pretty strong. Once you get into the Heisei era, he's pretty strong. The late Showa can just make up powers whenever he wants to, so it's pretty impossible to fight those Godzillas, which is why I'd go with early Showa. Plus, a Jaeger has the size advantage on early Showa Godzilla. Have you been to the Godzilla store in Japan? Well, I haven't even been to Japan yet, so, no. So, I'd love to go to the Godzilla store in Japan, but I have not been to the country. Would you like to see an SHMA Ramarak? Yeah, I'd love to see that. God, that'd be awesome. For those of you who don't know, he's the King Skullcrawler. So, yeah, I think I would really enjoy to see that. Or is it Queen Skullcrawler? I guess we never found out the gender of that thing. Sorry for me to jumping to conclusions here in 2018, thinking that it's automatically a male. Are you excited for SHMA Koyu Shin Godzilla? Yeah, I don't know how to say that, but the new lights, sound, and music Shin Godzilla. Am I excited for it? Yes, I am. I'm very excited for it. Happy 4th of July, Kaiju Girl 111. What Godzilla film, you call your Godzilla movie? What Godzilla film, what you call your Godzilla movie? So I assume you mean if I made a Godzilla movie, what would I call it? I always thought that Prayers for Peace was a cool name because it's one of the songs from the original Godzilla movie, and in my version of Godzilla, if I ever got to make it, it would not be a happy movie. It'd be a very dark, rated R movie, very scary. Godzilla's the only monster in it. It'd be very sad. I'd make it a horror movie. I'd do what Honda wanted. I would go for it in terms of everything. So it'd probably be much more gory than any other Godzilla movie ever has been. It'd probably be much more personal than any other Godzilla movie has been. And you would not root for Godzilla if I got to make the movie. You would root against him. So I always thought Prayers for Peace would be a cool name for it. And I always thought Prayers for Peace would be a cool name for a cemetery in terms of like in a Godzilla movie. You could have a cemetery called Prayers for Peace. I think that'd be cool. Maybe it's like a tribute to Godzilla survivors or something. That'd be nice. What's your opinion on the 2014 film? I love the Godzilla 2014 film. I think it's awesome. I don't know why a lot of people think I hate it. I think it's a great movie. Happy 4th of July. I love your videos. Keep on uploading. Thank you so much. Are you excited for the new SHMA Gamera? I'm very excited for the new SHMA Gamera. It's going to be my first Gamera figure, so I'm excited about that. Huge fan of your channel. Godzilla's awesome, and I want a Godzilla horror movie. Awesome. Sounds like you guys are down for my rated R Godzilla movie. Let's get me in contact with Legendary so I can make it. What American director would you like to see direct a Godzilla movie? That's, I don't really know. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have like dream directors to direct movies. I just know who I don't want to direct the movie. Once I gotta drop my phone, I gotta go pick it up. All right, who I don't want to direct the movie would be someone like Michael Bay, or I wouldn't want to see Zack Snyder, especially. I hate all his movies, so yeah, those are people who I'd want to avoid. I believe you have said before, but do you play Fortnite? Yeah, I play Fortnite a little bit. I actually haven't played Fortnite since Thanos, and before Thanos, I hadn't played Fortnite since Season 1, so I don't play Fortnite a lot. I'm not good at the game. I used to be, back before it had all these crazy updates, when it was very simple. There was only like 5 types of guns that you could get. I was very good at the game, but as time went on, no, I just stopped playing it, and now I don't even think it's worth trying to jump back into, because I'd just be so out of my comfort zone. I would not have anything. I would not have any knowledge on what to do in that game anymore. What if Toho based their new cinematic universe, or TCU, based off the Rulers of Earth comic series? God, that'd be awesome. I think that would be amazing. Symbiotic hates it because he doesn't understand it. Symbiotic Legion. I don't know what exactly you're referring to. Probably Godzilla 2014, but I don't know who Symbiotic Legion is either. So, okay. Do you hear Yanny or Laurel? When that was a big thing, I've actually never heard Yanny. I've only heard Laurel. So, who would win? Godzilla Earth versus Red from the Creepypasta NES story. We're just going to say Godzilla Earth because I don't follow the creepypasta stuff. EVA Unit 01, or I guess EVA Unit 1, versus Shin Godzilla. Who do you think would win? Well, probably Shin Godzilla, but I haven't seen Evangelion, so I can't say for sure. However, I feel like Shin Godzilla could just slice straight through him with his atomic breath. You guys want Steven Spielberg to direct a Godzilla movie? I think that'd be cool. Or J.J. Abrams. I don't really want J.J. Abrams to direct it, though, because J.J. Abrams seems to only rehash previous movies, and I don't want that. Steven Spielberg would be a good choice. John Carpenter. You're saying John Carpenter. I love John Carpenter's movies. Not sure if he's right for a Godzilla movie, though. Who is the scariest Godzilla? Well, probably the 54 Godzilla, because he's really the only one that was trying to be scary. My brother says, just, what if you found out dinner was ready? I would tell you guys to eat it without me, because I'm not hungry right now. What if you actually were a YouTube prank star? I am a YouTube prank star. I don't know what you're talking about. I am the YouTube prank star, so that's just how it goes. Did you not see the video? We got Cam to eat a ice cream sandwich filled with barbecue sauce. That was a classic meme, and he actually ate it too. He ate that thing knowing that the barbecue sauce was in it. Hey D-Man. All out of the Millennium movies, which one had the best cinematography? What were your favorite shots from it? Tokyo SOS has some beautiful shots, especially with Mothra in the sunset. Tokyo SOS might be the best, most well-directed out of the Millennium era. So you're, who would win, Kong or the Hulk? That's hard. It depends on the Kong. Usually I'd give that one to Hulk, but I think Skull Island's Kong, or at the very least, Kong from King Kong vs. Godzilla. I think they could take Hulk in a fight. Del Toro's imagery could be interesting for a Godzilla movie. Well, that's true. That would be that'd be fun to see. I'm not sure that Del Toro is necessarily the best for a Godzilla movie. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just going to spell it out for everyone. SNHVNC. Is Godzilla or Kong going to win? Out of those two, there's a lot of debate on, oh, is one of them going to win? Is one of them, or is it just going to be a team up, or is it going to be ambiguous? The director has said that we are going to see a definitive winner for the movie. And although I would love to see Kong win, because I think Kong's the underdog. He's going to be smaller. We know that already. He's going to have to be smarter. That's going to be his one advantage. But he's going to be smaller. Hopefully he'll be faster. And he's going to have to use that intelligence to his advantage. In a fight with Godzilla, it's basically brute strength versus brute strength in the MonsterVerse. So Kong, I don't think he has the advantage in this fight. I think Kong's gonna lose, but I would like to see him win because he is the underdog, and you usually in movies root for the underdog. So I would like to see him win. But I just don't think he's going to. I think Godzilla is going to win the MonsterVerse. And for those of you who are always on me about when I say that Godzilla lost in the original 62 version, it's pretty much, Godzilla loses in the movie. I don't know why there's so much debate over it. It's very clear when you watch the movie. Kong is the one who comes out of the water. Kong's the one who won. So I don't know. Then you say everyone's going to go crazy if Kong wins. I know, and I don't know why. I get a lot of that on this channel, where I'll say something, and then a lot of Godzilla fans will be real upset because, I don't know, they don't like it when I like Kong. It's weird. Adam Weingard's Instagram story showing cult sacrifices strippers. What are you talking about? And JFK assassination. Godzilla vs. Kong is going to be an interesting movie. Adam Weingard, at least he didn't go like insane with the Death Note thing he did for Netflix. A lot of people hate that movie. I thought it was good. I thought it was a lot of fun, but it's not like he goes insane and puts all this crazy stuff in there just to put crazy stuff in it. So yeah, I don't know. I hope he doesn't do that for Godzilla vs. Kong. He has me worried. I'll be honest. He has me worried. It still says thanks for 1954 subs in the description. Yes, it does, Paracokic. That was my original goal for the channel. When I hit 1954 subs, I wanted to delete the channel, but at the time I was just too amazed by how fast everything was going, because I hit 1954 in just at a crazy time. So I decided not to delete it, and thank God I did, because otherwise I would not have a job right now. I'd have to be like working at Burger King or something. Whereas YouTube is a much better job. I have a lot of fun on it. So I think it's great. Hey D-Man, you got mods on this chat? Yeah, I do have mods on this chat. How many people in here? Well, we have 47 people watching, but that number could drop at any moment. I thought Adam Weingard deleted his tweet after fans threatened his life because the Death Note Netflix movie. Oh, did he delete his Twitter? He might have. I used to have it saved, but now that you mention it, I don't think I've actually seen a tweet from him in a long time. I think, you know what? I think Jordan Vogue Roberts did a great job with Kong Skull Island. So now that I think about it, I would like to see Jordan Vogue Roberts handle Godzilla vs. Kong. And I think Gareth Edwards would have done a great job with it too. Also, his Instagram story has Alex Jones. That automatically makes it the greatest movie of all time. What are you talking about? Is this current? Like his current Instagram story has all this stuff on it? If so, I don't know why he would have that stuff on it. Did he say, here's a sneak peek of Godzilla vs. Kong, and then post all this crazy stuff? So I don't know what the significance of the director having all this crazy stuff on his Instagram would be. If Godzilla vs. Kong and King of the Monsters successful, would Legendary do more monsters in the MonsterVerse? I think there's no way to really know, because the rights for Godzilla do go back to Toho currently in 2020. So that could change in the future. They could renegotiate. The new, I always call him the Kevin Feige of Godzilla. The new head of Godzilla over at Toho has said he is interested to do more collaborations with Godzilla in the future. He's interested to let more people use the Godzilla name in the future. So I don't know. Maybe we could see more Godzilla movies in the MonsterVerse after 2020. Currently, it just doesn't sound like we're going to. That just sounds like where it ends is 2020's Godzilla vs. Kong, which has a lot of people think, oh, maybe Godzilla's going to die in that movie. I don't think that's the case, but at least if they did that, you would know that there would never be another MonsterVerse Godzilla movie, so then they wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. You don't think Gareth Edwards would handle the movie well, Parokakik? I disagree. I think he would have done a good job. Don't you think if Legendary is making Godzilla vs. Kong that Toho will make Godzilla vs. Gamera? I don't know how one would influence the other, but Toho has turned down Godzilla vs. Gamera in the past in the 90s, so probably not. They're probably not going to make that movie. Anime fans set death threats to him because the live-action anime film industry upset people. You know, that's really ridiculous that people would be so over-exaggerative. I think I just cut off. Maybe I didn't. I think it's crazy. I'll just keep going and hope that I didn't turn off. Can you guys still hear me? Did the stream die? I don't know. I'll keep going just in case it didn't. Now. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm not headed out. The stream dropped. Maybe my brother's fiddling with the internet downstairs. That's always a possibility, trying to get me to come down to eat. Either way, Godzilla being inside of Chucky's body, I think he would not react to it well. He'd probably just continue doing his Godzilla thing, but on a small scale. But the real question is, does that mean that Godzilla would now have Brad Dourif's voice? Would he be running around with the Chucky voice and being... what would he do in that body? That'd be a fun thing to explore in some like cartoon or something. You do have screenshots of his Instagram story. His regular Instagram page has some weird stuff. Well, he seems like a weird guy, which is why he has me worried for Godzilla vs. Kong. What do you think will, who do you think will win? Godzilla 1954 or Kong from 33 if they were the same size? Well, if they're the same size, probably still Godzilla would win because 33 Kong died from plane bullets, so I don't know. No, Gareth would handle it well. I'm talking about Jordan Vogue Roberts. You don't think Jordan Vogue Roberts would handle Godzilla vs. Kong well? I think he'd do a great job with it. Yeah, I think the stream keeps dropping, guys. I'm sorry about that. If they do a Godzilla teaser trailer at Comic-Con, want to see it? I think you mean would you want to see it? Yeah, obviously I'd want to see it, but I'm not sure if they will post it to the public. Last time they didn't. Anyone excited for Resident Evil 2 remake? No, I'm not. I don't play those games. If they do have oh, I already read that one. Sorry. Question. Is anyone else in your family watch The Walking Dead? Yeah, my whole family watches The Walking Dead. We all like it. Well, for the most part. What is your Michael Jackson or Elvis Presley? I can't even make sense of that question. So, I don't know. Do you believe that Godzilla King of the Monsters trailer will be at Sdcc? I'm sure we'll get a teaser. I don't think it'll be a full-out trailer. I think it'll be much like the Kong Skull Island teaser in that we won't even see Godzilla in it other than maybe a silhouette. Well, with Kong Skull Island, they showed the Sdcc trailer after it was released, unlike Godzilla 2014. So that's a good point. They did do that with Kong Skull Island. They released it almost immediately after it was presented at Sdcc. I don't know if we'll get as lucky again, because a lot of the times they do trailers in private just for Hall H. But I do believe that we will be seeing the teaser trailer at Sdcc, at least for the people in Hall H. You think Godzilla Earth is far too large? Question mark. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's fine for the anime. I think if it's a live action movie, he's way too big. But in terms of the anime, I think it's just fine how big he is. How would humans be handled in your Godzilla film? They would be humans. That's all that there is to it. There would be good people, there would be bad people, but no one would really be one or the other. You know, you never have that in real life. It would just be a bit of everything. You guys are saying it's lagging now, but now on my end it shows that things are kind of good, so I'm confused. Anyone's thoughts on Mechagodzilla's screen time in the anime? What screen time in the anime? I think it's real disappointing that we don't get to see Mechagodzilla in City on the Edge of Battle, but that's not to say that we will never get to see him in the future. We will see him probably throw down with Godzilla in Godzilla the Eater of Stars. However, it is sad to hear about the fact that that there will be no screen time or fight with Mechagodzilla. Leatherface says, read this, D-Man, then you will reach 30k subs. Well, I hope I reach 30k subs now because I read that. So if you lied to me, I'm going to be very upset. How do you think critics, how do you think Godzilla King of the Monsters will go with critics? They probably won't like it, because when do they ever like giant monster movies? It seems like it never happens, so I don't know. Thoughts on the stupid stuff YouTube is doing? I think it's just horrible. They really are trying to kill their website. For those of you who don't have the ding clicked, make sure you click the bell icon right next to the subscribe button so that you can get notified anytime I post a video, because otherwise you're probably not going to know I posted a video, because that's just how it goes. And I really think it's stupid that you told me that YouTube took away custom thumbnails for a lot of people, and also the fact that they're doing that whole thing with the sub box, where the sub box is basically just going to turn into the recommended feed. That sounds horrible. Who do you think will win, GojiFan93 as Space Godzilla or Godzilla? Well, probably GojiFan93 as Space Godzilla, because he is going to have human intelligence. So he'll, have seen the movie and use that to his advantage, probably. Anyone's thoughts on Ghidorah making an appearance in the third anime movie? I think it's unnecessary. We've seen Ghidorah so much by now. It just seems silly that we would get him again. I would like to see original monsters. I would like to see underused monsters. The Gargantuas need to come back.